We have now entered the penultimate segment of our amazing presentation, and I can assure you that you will take home with you some valuable things which you have digested from this event. I hope you were taking notes. Matthew can confirm that later. Just putting you on the spot, Matthew. Don't worry. You are a good lad. There's a lot of truth to the old saying, birds of a feather flock together. Human beings are like sponges. We soak up our surroundings. Part of the reason why you're having a tough time doing what you need to do is that you hang around with people who are always taking a shortcut. Worse yet, you may be hanging around with people who tell you that you can't do it. Your only option, as far as they're concerned, is to do exactly what they're doing. It's very hard to soar like an eagle when you choose to surround yourself with chickens, turkeys, and other fowl. You know what you're capable of. You know how high you can soar because you can dream that far. It really would be quite tragic when you choose to surround yourself with such small-minded people. That they create some sort of motivation black hole for you. No matter how bright your dreams are, all their vibrancy in life gets sucked out by the negativity of people around you. All you can hear is, "You can't do it. I've tried and failed. Don't be like me." The worst part of all of this is the fact that oftentimes, these people are our family members. How many times have your parents discouraged you? How many times have your cousins told you that you shouldn't even try? How many times have a well-intentioned uncle or aunt put you under their arms and told you that they sympathize with you, but you just don't have it in you? You have to understand that these people don't have it in for you. They want you to be happy. They want you to be content. They want good things for you. But the problem is they are so jaded, or they have been distorted by past mistakes and failures, that they feel that they're doing you a favor by discouraging you. Deep down inside, they just don't want you to be disappointed as they are. Life let them down, and they'd be damned if they would let somebody they love, namely you, go through the same ordeal. Please understand that in most cases, it's love that animates them. They don't want you to lose your resolve. They don't want you to lose your will. Instead, they just don't want you to get hurt. So, in their minds, the shortcut to that is to not try at all. You need to get out of that motivational black hole. You need to do it pronto. How do you do that? Surround yourself with people who have already achieved some of what you're trying to achieve. If you are at work, chances are 20% of the people there produce 80% of the results. Your job on day one is to find those people. Hang out with them. Sure, at first, they probably would doubt you. They might even be very suspicious, but earn their trust. Get in their inner circle. Tell them you have what I need. You are the winners in this organization. Sure, I'm wet behind the ears and I'm not tried nor am I proven. But you can trust my sincerity that I am looking to learn from you. Besides the nice little ego boost, you appeal to the better angels of their nature because they know how hard it was to start out being nobody. They know how tough the process can be. If they can see your sincerity and the clear drive in your eyes to want to improve yourself, they see themselves in you. In fact, the very best ones would love to pay it forward. In other words, nobody was there for them to show them the ropes. But now that they have a chance to mentor somebody, they will jump at that chance. That shows you their real nature. So hang out with those people. Real coaches will not sugarcoat anything. They will tell you that it's rough. But they will also tell you that there is always a way out, and this means learning the lessons that you need to learn and just powering through until you achieve momentum. But people are not going to waste their time on you until you show them that you're willing to pay the price. This means hanging out with them. Trying to make the effort to hang out with them. In fact, a lot of them will test you. They'll say to themselves, does this kid really want to be a top salesperson in this organization? Let me bust his chops. Let me give him a hard time. You just need to get over this. Once you earn their trust and confidence, they will clue you in on the secret. Here is a step-by-step guide to surrounding yourself with self-disciplined mentors. Step number 1, find the winners in your organization. By winners, I'm not talking about the CEO. I'm talking about mid-level people. Find them. They can always be found in any organization. Like I said, 20% of the people in any organization produce 80% of that organization's result. Find that 20%. Step number 2. Prove your worth. Don't just hang out for social purposes. They know that people like that are leeches. They want the appearance of success but are unwilling to do any of the work to achieve real success. Really successful people don't have time for such people. They're parasites. Since the most productive people in your organization, which one you are, don't be all that shocked if they try to test you. Maybe they'll give you an assignment. Maybe they'll try to work with you and test your chops. Whatever the case may be, get ready for the test. Be prepared to ace that exam. Step number 3. Keep an open mind to critique so you are accountable. The worst thing that you can do is to have an ego. The worst thing that you can do when you're trying to learn from a mentor is to think that that person doesn't know what they're doing and that you're always right. I know this sounds crazy. But people do this all the time. They think that they're complete. They think that they've figured everything out. So when somebody who actually has figured things out tries to mentor them, nothing sinks through. Everything is seen as some sort of offensive remark. People feel that they're being attacked. So they don't learn. You can't take this personally. You're the student. Act like one. You don't see a student go up to a professor and say you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. How would you know? You haven't read the book backward and forwards. You haven't done the research. You haven't been asked to speak in hundreds of symposiums and conferences. You better shut up and sit down, because every time you open your mouth, you're not learning. It's much better to close your mouth and open your ears. The fact that you are shutting down your ego or setting aside pride is a self-discipline exercise in itself. Hey, let's face it. All of us want to be a prima donna. So all of us want the spotlight. But the problem is when you hog the spotlight and you try to put on a show, you're not learning. These people have what you're looking for. So allow yourself to learn. To wrap things up, we are going to summarize all that we have discussed earlier because it is important that you benefit from all this information. From experience, it's one thing to be fed with information, but it's another thing to apply that information to your situation. So let's wrap things up. Shall we? We have come to the moment of truth. Are we going to apply all that we have learned today? This is what I would really like for you to do. In fact, that's the reason why we are here. Let me take that back and say I assume that's the reason why you are all here today. Self-discipline is a vital life skill. It is crucial to any kind of success. In fact, if you were to pick 3 top traits that will help ensure your success, self-discipline is one of them. Another one is grit or determination. The truth is, you can get that fantastic life you have dreamed of all your life through self-discipline. You don't necessarily have to be the sharpest tool in the shed. You don't have to be born with a PhD. You don't have to be a rock star coming in through the door. With enough self-discipline, you will learn what you need to learn to do what you need to do for however long it takes to achieve the big things. The best part about self-discipline is you get a big picture view of the process. It humbles you. It doesn't turn you into some sort of prima donna who is continuously hungry for attention. This enables you to start looking at life as a series of techniques. Instead of seeing it as a series of humiliations that beat the life out of you, you start seeing life as a series of tests that bring out the best in you. Far from a scary fire that consumes people and produces excruciating pain, purifying fire refines people just as fire refines gold. When gold is passed through the fire, it becomes pure, it becomes bright, and its value shines out. This is the process of discipline. It's not painless by any stretch of the imagination. But it is a necessary pain. I wish you nothing but the greatest success. We have now come to the end of this presentation, and I have to say to you that I have delivered to you the manual you need to conquer self-discipline and make your life a success. Should you require all the information that we have shared today, then you can speak to Matthew and yours truly, after this event has ended. Let me say a big thank you to all who attended today. And for my moderator, thank you.
Wow, Leonard, I have to say that you have delivered it well. Wouldn't you agree, audience? I must tell you that I have learned a lot from the information shared today. I would also say that for all of you who have attended this presentation, and even to call it training because to me it felt like training, I have to say that you were given a lot of information to digest and implement. Should you require further details on how you can grab a copy of everything that was discussed today, please do not hesitate to purchase your copy. Use this presentation for your coaching programs, your workforce, your team, and more.